This is Bill Hornbarger, Chief Investment Officer with Benjamin F. Edwards, with three things to watch for the week of April 8th, 2024. Well, the big events this week are going to be the inflation releases. On Wednesday, we'll get the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and on Thursday, we'll get the Producer Price Index, PPI. CPI is expected up 0.3% month over month and 3.7% year over year, with core CPI coming in at 0.4 month over month and 3.4% year over year. Those numbers, again, are a little bit higher than the Fed is comfortable with, and following the strong employment report last month, and the most recent two inflation reports that have been a little bit on the strong side are starting to push the expectations of Fed rate cuts back farther into calendar year 2024. Also on Wednesday, we're going to get the minutes from the Federal Open Market Committee meeting from March. And again, the Fed, recent Fed speakers have been pretty consistent in their comments that the Fed needs to be very sure that inflation is trending towards their 2% target rate basis personal consumption expenditures before they're comfortable cutting rates. And again, with the stronger data we've seen around employment and inflation in the last couple of months, the feeling is that those rate cuts are probably going to be a little bit later in calendar year 2024. And then finally this week, we start the first quarter earnings this season. We'll get reports from Constellation Brands, Delta Airlines, and then some of the big financial institutions, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, BlackRock will all be on the tapes later this week. A resilient economy, strong consumer spending. Earnings are expected to be up for the second consecutive quarter after 3 quarters of declines. Again, the whisper on the street is that earnings will probably be a little bit stronger than the consensus forecast as we work through 2024, again, based on some of the data that we've seen so far this year.